Today, join FanDuel TV for the social event of the season, opening day at Del Mar.
It's opening day at Del Mar.
Our on-site FanDuel team has got you covered with expert analysis and cutting-edge technology to watch every race where the turf meets the surf, highlighted by the Oceanside Stakes and the Grade 2 San Clemente Handicap. First post is 5 p.m. Eastern. Don't go anywhere. FanDuel TV is the only place to catch all the fast-paced racing action from opening day at Del Mar.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to opening day at Del Mar. Welcome to opening day, my good friend Larry Comas. Good to see you, buddy.
Great to see you. Here we are. Last fall, I was upstairs in the announcer's booth, but back down here with the crew this summer and really looking forward to opening day and what is going to be so much fun, great racing, and all these people are going to be here at the track.
I've never been in the booth during the races, but I can tell you something, down here, real good place to be.
Real good place to be.
We've got such a great day in front of us. 11 races. We have 2 stakes races. It's the first time I can remember them doing opening day on a Saturday. We have the traditional opening day stake in the Oceanside, but then we also have the Grade 2 San Clemente.
Yeah, 2 really good races, which I think are going to be outstanding betting races. I don't think there's going to be a really strong favorite in either one. The Oceanside, of course, is a race that always has a big field.
It's a scramble, absolute scramble. So let's take a look at what we have. Live on-site coverage. It'll be me and Larry, as if you needed more. We're going to let Todd Trupp enjoy the show as well. Christina Blacker, Scott Hazelton, and your old friend from Gulfstream Park, Andy Biancone. You two did some great work together over the last couple of years. And
wait, Andy's here?
Andy's here.
That's awesome.
I saw her this morning. She had just gone for a run. She said she ran 5 miles. She asked me if I wanted to go for a run. I said, yeah, if we back it up a little bit, or maybe let me take a card.
Maybe,
yeah. So she's in a little bit better shape than us.
Yeah.
But we're in great shape for today with our feature event. So the Oceanside opening day feature each and every year. And it's this great series. It's the Oceanside, halfway through the meet, the La Jolla, and then it all culminates with the Del Mar Derby. The 3-year-olds have some outstanding turf racing in front of them.
Yeah, absolutely. There's some great racing for the 3-year-olds all summer long. And, of course, there's just great racing totally here at Del Mar. And just can't wait to get it going today.
So let's dive into the Oceanside. And the morning line favorite is impressive. King of Gosford has not lost a race since coming here stateside. 4 for 9 lifetime. Won a sprint on the flat and then back-to-back wins down the hillside turf course at Santa Anita, including this victory in the Desert Code. Antonio Fresu piloted this one to victory.
Yeah, really nice effort in the Desert Code. Going to get up and beat a couple of horses that are back in this field and all that glory, and guy named Joe. The big question mark to me, that race was 6.5 furlongs. One turn, down the hill, 2-turn mile today. And that's a reason I think you can maybe give other horses a chance.
Yeah, don't take a short price on a horse doing something for the first time.
Correct.
This horse has never gone 2 turns. He's never gone a mile.
Right.
And he's going to be a short price because he is that talented. He probably deserves to be a short price.
Sure.
But I get the inkling you're leaning somewhere else. What direction are you going to go?
Well, the horse I'm going to go for, I think we're going to show We're in Trouble first, right? The other.
Oh, that's my
horse.
That's my horse. That's the horse I like.
Well, let's talk about your.
I want to lead with you because you're better than me. Anyway,
okay.
we'll start with We're in Trouble. This is our first show. Here's We're in Trouble back on the 16th of June. Umberto Rispoli up. The thing I like about this colt, lightly raced, you'll get a price. He is too trying something new for the first time. He's only raced twice. Breaks his maiden going flat 6, then he goes 6.5 down the hill. He got faster in subsequent starts.
Right.
He can handle whatever they've thrown at him. And he just looks professional the way he does it. He looks like a horse. And yeah, I know they were getting to him in the end there, but remember, a 6.5 furlong race down the hillside can play out very differently than a mile on the flat. It's also an angle that Simon Bray loves, the 2 sprints to a route when they start their career. And I know there's a lot of time in between those 2 sprints, but I just feel like he's a horse on the up and up.
Okay, so he's in the same situation as the other horse we just showed, coming out of those sprint races. And that's why I am indeed going in a different direction with a horse that I think is proven around 2 turns. And not only that, but proven here at Del Mar. And Rothschild, the 10 in here, who was last seen in the Cecil B. DeMille at Gulfstream Park, or at Gulfstream, here at Del Mar back in December, running at a race in which Stay Hot comes back, wins 2 stakes races. Rothschild's down on the inside. Had to wait for a little bit of running room there. And here comes Stay Hot, rushing up on the far outside. He's going to outrun him to the wire. But I thought it was a great effort by Rothschild in that race. Had some trouble early on. Again, the winner comes back, wins 2 stakes races after that. I think Rothschild is in a great spot. Off the layoff, his numbers should improve. Those were 2-year-old races that we saw. His first start at 3. I think he should be a bigger, better horse, and I think a really good price too on the morning line. I believe Rothschild is 12 to 1. So
12 to 1.
Not bad.
And I'll also tell you, our good friend and colleague who recently retired from this network, Rich Perloff, this fits one of the angles he loves, which is the My How You've Grown angle, right? You take a horse who was talented, showed ability at age 2, and then you get them at age 3, you are inherently getting a bigger, stronger, faster version of what we saw at age 2. And if that's the deal, this could be the best horse in the race.
Exactly. So we're hoping for the improvement, and I don't think we need a whole lot of improvement since this 2-year-old here.
So that is the Oceanside. And once again, just such a dynamic little circuit for the 3-year-old turf horses here, going from there, La Jolla middle of the meet, and then closing weekend, the Del Mar Derby. We have the San Clemente as our opening day co-features. So this is very similar. We have 3-year-old fillies here going a mile. This is a grade 2, $200,000 purse. And the morning line favorite is Maduro, and with good reason. I mean, this is a horse who's never lost in 4 career starts. She has never even come close to showing what she's fully capable of. I feel like she just gets better and better with each start, and she's going to be a short price, but deserves to be.
She absolutely does. Now, the one question mark for her, not her performances. I mean, her wins have been nothing but good, but her numbers are maybe not quite as fast as some of the other horses in this race. We're watching her here winning the Providencia at Santa Anita, a race in which she ran a decent speed figure, but maybe not quite as good as another horse who we're about to see named I Scream, You Scream.
We all scream for ice cream.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
As the gates are just opening here at Del Mar, by the way.
I know, you could hear the din of the crowd rolling over to get Larry's autograph here. So this is Ice Cream, You Scream back on the 13th of June, wearing the silks of Little Red Feather. A very nice performance this day.
A really, really good performance and a very fast number. If you're looking at the buyer scales, ran an 86. There are no 86s for Maduro. Same thing on the Thorograph scale. If you're looking at those numbers, I Scream, You Scream is a little bit faster, but you do have that question mark. And the question mark, again, as we said in the Oceanside, is distance. She's never been past 6 furlongs.
So I'm going in a much different direction.
Me too.
I'm going to go with Sakura Blossom.
Okay.
20 to 1 morning line. On Thorograph sheets and on buyer speed figures, ran a very good number last time out, going a mile and an eighth. To shorten up a mile. I like horses doing anything for the second time. I know this horse had run on the turf a couple times before, but that was as a 2-year-old. I don't think this filly had really figured it out yet, and she had proven to be a pretty good dirt sprinter. Leonard Powell finally put her on the turf, and he did so in a grade 3 in the honeymoon last time out. And she performed so well, they're coming back here. I don't think I'm getting that 20 to 1. I think she's live, and I'm fine with Armando Ayuso. This guy can ride reasonably well. I think he's become a much better jockey than people expected.
I like a horse named Zona Verde, who is the 9 horse in this race. And here's a look at Zona Verde back in February in the Sweet Life at Santa Anita. The horse that won this race was Antifona, who was going to be one of the favorites today. But Zona Verde came rolling at the end of this race after having no room at the top of the stretch. She's the gray way on the outside. Here she comes flying, but running out of room. She's been away since April. Phil D'Amato, very good off the layoff. I think that Zona Verde stretching out around 2 turns is going to be tough today, and hopefully we'll get a decent price on her. She's 8 to 1.
We're both fading Maduro. Of the favorites today, Maduro is going to be one of the tougher ones. I mean, you do need to tread lightly, but we're talking about a horse that's going to be a short price. And I even think from 8 to 5 on the morning line, they're going to bet this filly down, because everyone can see the ones. Everyone can see the wins, the ones on the page. Not a hard horse to find.
No, absolutely. And anytime you have a horse who's never lost a race, they're going to get bet,
right?
Especially when it's 4 races. So I think Maduro will be a solid favorite in there. And again, there's a reason to try to get some value, and we gave you a couple of horses who may upset Maduro today.
So that's what's coming up in the world of stakes racing. The pick 5s last year on opening day, the pools totaled more than 3.6 million, I believe. You're going to have wagering opportunities today that are better than what you've seen in California for the last several months. It takes a monstrous day at any other racetrack to match an average day at Del Mar, and that's the world over. The win bet.
Is there an average day here?
No, there's There is nothing average about Del Mar. We're running the WinBet insurance. Get a racing bonus back up to $5 for second or third when you wager on Del Mar or Saratoga at racing.fanduel.com or the FanDuel Racing app. Make sure you opt in. Opt in. I can't make you opt in. You have to opt yourself in.
Opt in.
Opt in. And then I want to close out on one note.
Yep.
What food are you most excited to revisit now that you're back in Del Mar?
I am most excited to, and I'll do it tomorrow night, the paella at the Pamplemousse on Sunday night.
Paella at the
Jeff
Pamplemousse.
Strauss special.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
And Ken Sushi, of course.
I'm not going to go with those two obvious. I'm going with the sandwiches at Quick Corner. I'm that kind of guy. That's going to do it for this.
I'm a snob.
Yeah, we're going to,
Whatever.
we're 20 minutes, about 18 minutes away from going live on FanDuel TV. So join us for the live program. We're also going to be bringing you all this stuff from Monmouth today. 4 stakes races at Monmouth. We got great racing here at Del Mar. And, of course, we're always going to bring you the action from Gulfstream Park and Ellis. But today, the center of the racing universe is right here in North San Diego County. Live on-site coverage of opening day at Del Mar and every day at Del Mar. It'll be me, Larry, Todd, Christina, Scott, and Andy. First post 2 Pacific.